Hi everyone, it's Terry here from nutsaboutsstamping.com. Today I want to show you how to take the Dashing Deer bundle, actually we're going to use the Dashing Deer framelits, and the Merry Christmas to All stamp set to make something other than Christmas cards. I'm going to show you how to create stunning Christmas present tags using these products. So I'm going to start off with a strip of Under the Mistletoe Designer Series paper. And if you hang in until the end of this video, I'll show you a second Christmas tag idea using the Festive Farmhouse Designer Series paper, but using the same products. So this is going to be my tag base. I'm going to set that aside for just a minute, and I'm going to bring in my Big Shot right away. And I'm going to do a couple of things. First, pass through my Big Shot. I've got a piece of real red cardstock and I've got a piece of old olive cardstock. And I'm going to use two of my layering circles framelits. I'm going to create a solid red circle and a scalloped olive circle, but you could actually do the smaller one in a scallop as well. It doesn't matter, it's, I guess, your design taste. So my sandwich is the magnetic platform, my bottom standard cutting pad. I've got my cardstock with the framelits on top, and then I'm going to put this top standard cutting pad on and run it through the Big Shot. And I'm going to die cut these two ovals out. Not quite done with my Big Shot yet, but I am going to set these products aside for just a minute. Now the other thing I want to do, my second pass through, is I'm going to use the same sandwich. This time I'm going to use a scrap piece of Whisper White, and I've got the small deer framelit that I'm going to run through and die cut that out. And then I've got one more thing that I want to use my Big Shot for, and I'm going to have to do a bit of stamping first. So there's the deer, very cute. The next thing I want to do is take my old olive ink pad, and I've got the frame stamp from the Merry Christmas to All stamp set. I'm going to stamp that down in old olive, and then I have my real red ink, and I've got the From Us stamp from the Merry Christmas to All stamp set, and I'm going to stamp that in the center using real red. So I've got real red and old olive as my frame. So you can see that everything is coming together to be color coordinated. And then the final pass I want to make through my Big Shot is to die cut out this phrase. Just going to move it a little bit, and this one slides a little bit on me, so I'm going to hopefully make sure that it doesn't do that this time. And there we go. I've got my phrase already. So now let's put this all together. So I'm going to bring in my snail adhesive, and I'm going to attach the real red oval to the old olive oval. And then I'm going to take my little deer, and I've got some of the mini Stampin' Dimensionals and the Take Your Pick tool. So I'm just going to add a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals because I want to pop this deer off the top of the tag. And a little one for his antlers. Okay. Then I'll peel off the tail on the Stampin' Dimensional. And I'm going to add my deer down below towards the bottom of my oval, like so. And then I'm going to bring in my paper snips, and what I want to do is just cut in the bottom part of my tag a V. So it looks like a banner. So I just cut in from the side, or from the middle part. I just eyeballed it and then cut in either side. And now what I'm going to do is attach my deer layer. And I'm going to put that down towards the bottom, like that. And then I'm going to add my phrase across the top, like so. There. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I want to have a bow from my Whisper White Baker's twine. And I will cut. So what I did was I made the bow while it was right on the bolt, and then I just cut it off the bolt, and that way I don't waste a lot. And then I'm going to attach my bow to the top of my tag using a mini glue dot. So I just push the knot onto the dot, pull it off, and then I'm going to put my bow like so. Let's clean that up a little bit. And there we go. There's my finished project. Now, I did promise you that I would show you that I created the same idea, but instead of using the Under the Mistletoe paper, designer series paper, and coordinating colors, here's a second idea using the Festive Farmhouse designer series paper, which is more of a vintage look. So I used basic black, cherry cobbler, and very vanilla. So either way, here are two beautiful gift tags. Can you see that you could make several in an afternoon and attach them to your Christmas gifts this year? Or better yet, why not make a bunch of these and give them as gifts? Maybe you have some kind of office exchange or neighborhood exchange. I know I would love to get a pile of these to use on my Christmas presents this year, so maybe you know somebody special who would want that too. So for a complete listing of what I used to make this tag and all of the measurements, please head to my blog, www.nutsaboutstamping.com. And while you're on my blog, make sure you subscribe to my newsletters. There's 2 new catalogs coming out in January, and I'm going to start showing you some of the projects you can make with these new products only through my newsletters. I'm Terry. I am Nuts About Stamping. I hope you create something beautiful today too. Bye for now.